All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fighting through, and he's got space. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, LA. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Strip that ball.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's put that team on the bus.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! 36! Look, squeeze! Hey, alert 3!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. You got 3. Hey, Charlie. 25.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the double. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Get the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got you. I got you. 56.
Bravo.
Right there. 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So they work again from the 38 on second and 10.
You got nothing.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 26.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Rock it.
Tight dog.
Get it.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back there. There.
Switch.
Score. Leo.
SOS.
Decrypt.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. Broken tackle. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Second and 4. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
49, check 49. Hey, Sam off. 13, check 13. Hey, Echo, ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
30 base.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check nickel.
Look at me. Go.
Check.
Hey, zoom.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Hard.
I got you. I got you. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
Hey, lock it.
It's our time. Watch the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch the safety creep.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Go.
Rush in. Rush in. Twist. You go tight.
Look at me. Door. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 25. Check 25. Check. Look. Squeeze.
43. Bang.
Buzz. Hurry. Check go.
They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abukum in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey. Check hot route. Hard. 5.
2nd and 14. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Jim, travel. Rock it.
Check three. Switch. Check your hot read.
Bam. Shoot.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Leo. Hey, Sam off.
Kill. Hey, watch edge.
You're out.
Check 31. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. at the 13-yard line.
Bravo.
2nd and 1. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Look at me. Go. Look. Squeeze. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Switch. Smooth. Check safety. Check. Hard.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the ball. 56, the mic. Lock it. Check 56. I'm trying to collect. Shift. Rock it. Slam. Check 52. Bam. Come. Five.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
2nd and 15.
Check.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now back to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He don't want it. Watch it.
Ready? Gurley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
27 yards there, a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 18-yard line.
Hey, Sam off. Yes. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
I'm here all day. On the ball. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They will run again with Coleman. Oh, good move. And some space here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
6-6, pull it high.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Check. 80 weapon.
SOS.
Hey, Delta.
SOS. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Coleman slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You're out.
Check 49. Check 13. Check 13.
Sponge. No.
Watch out.
Back. Whip.
Watch the whip.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check nickel. Check 15.
Check 50. Check. Look at me. Go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike spoke. You must be dreaming. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch twist. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Gurley again here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Go! Be careful!
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
X3, 218, chopper. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Snap.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So for Los Angeles, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team